All right, welcome everybody. Great to have you with us, and thank you for patiently waiting. Like I said, Lotus has been working around the clock putting all of your astrology charts together. This is a very personalized event. Uh, she really is going all out here. She said earlier, she's like, I feel like Santa Claus, looking at all your charts, putting all the information together, putting it into graphics. It's a very special thing she's doing. So if you if you're not familiar, I think all of you are, but if you're not familiar, Lotus has a very special form of astrology. I really enjoy working with her because, especially paired with the energy clearing, it always brings up and stirs up and points out a lot of stuff that people have. So it keys everyone in the perfect way to help them create a breakthrough. And when I watch her do her one-on-one sessions, it's always so spot on every single time, over and over again, like clockwork. And it's just a very special thing. So you're all lucky to be here. And thank you, Lotus, for putting all this together. I hope the rock star entrance will be the right anticipation for everyone to have the breakthroughs they're going to have, setting you guys up for 2026. Very special things. So, Lotus, with that, feel free to share screen and take it away.
All right, welcome everyone, and thank you so much for your patience. I wanted to make sure that all of you that contacted me had your astrology chart with the information. I did some special stuff with it to identify where two of the main areas we're focusing on today. One being the galactic center, which is home to the womb of creation. This is a really special time, y'all, and I'm so happy that you're here. And so I'm going to be sharing some deep mysteries with you, some deep, sacred, secret mysteries that could unlock your ability to manifest, your ability to create, your ability to have, be, and do whatever it is that you desire. So are you ready to explore the mystery? Yeah? Okay, well, I want to give you a little preview of the magic that we're about to encounter. So just hold on a second here. And I want to take you on a little journey, a little pre-show, if you will, of what we are about to explore together. Okay, here we go. Okay, everyone take a nice deep breath in. Get ready for the mystery. This is about what we're going to experience today. So, what if I could tell you that we are standing at the gateway of the most powerful manifestation point of the entire year, okay? And this happens every single year at exactly the same time. Exactly the same time. You can put it on your calendar. You can plan for it. It can be like clockwork. Yeah, it's It's that amazing. So today we are going to dive deep into what does it mean for the sun and the moon to be lining up with the galactic center. How many of you ever heard of the galactic center? Anyone ever even heard of this? Right, and it is the single most powerful activation point of the entire year. How cool is that? I'm so excited. I feel like I'm getting to reveal to you these ancient, secret, sacred secrets. Secret, sacred secrets. Try that a couple times. And we get to take this information. I love when Michael laughs. We get to take this information and apply it to our lives because all of you are creators. Can I get a hand raise if you're a creator? Are you a manifester? Are you someone who attracts and draws in the most amazing, powerful synchronicities that you didn't even know why or how they happened? This is a room full of creators. This is so powerful. And we are all going to be diving into the most powerful secret, sacred creation spot of the entire galaxy. Can I get an amen? Can I get an aha? Like, yes, this is freaking awesome. This is a dream come true because I have known about this for years and I've practiced it and I've tuned into it, and you've seen Michael and I create and manifest and go out there and share this work. This is one of our secrets. We know about this portal. And so we want to share it with you. And it's so cool. One of these years, we're going to have live events. We're going to have live events at this time, and we are going to go all in because we are getting ready for 2026. And can I get a hand raise for how awesome 2026 is going to be? Because next year is literally the year of one. It's a new beginning. It's going to be the year of a fire horse. I'm always like dragon, tiger, horse. And it's going to be all about charging forwards. So this is the beginning. We're at the pre-show. Can you kind of feel it? Can you kind of feel the heat building? It's like, wow. Whoa, I don't know what this is, but it's powerful. So get ready. We are going to dive deep today. We're going to dive deep into the mystery. We're going to connect you into your own your own sacred chart from the stars that will help align you to your highest possible focus for this new moon. Sound good? Yeah? Okay. All right. So, are y'all ready to get started? You ready to get started in here? Yeah. I don't know what happens when I'm around a lot of people. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm so excited. Here we go. Let me find the right screen to share. And by the way, you all look beautiful today. I don't know if anyone has told you that, but you all look amazing. And I'm so glad you're here. Yes. You guys are so amazing. Oh my God. Michael, can you feel that energy? It's like a room of some of the most coolest, most amazing people I've ever met all here together. Wow. So cool. Woo. Yes. Thank you, Adeline. Just so excited. You know, when we're connected into the truth and we're connected into sacred knowledge, anyone else get buzzed? Anyone else like feel the light pump through you and you just turn on? It's so freaking cool. Okay. All right, let's do this. Okay, get ready, get set. Here we go. All right, beautiful. So welcome everyone to the biggest manifestation portal opens 2025 with your hosts, Lotus and Michael. And we are going to be guiding you deep into the magic, secret, sacred mysteries of the new moon that is happening December 19th at 5:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and the fact that this year the new moon aligns exactly with the conjunction to the galactic center. This doesn't happen, y'all. This doesn't happen. This is one of the very first times I've ever seen this happen. And so what you're doing is you're combining a new moon, which is literally the most powerful time of the month to set your intentions for manifesting your goals, dreams, and desires, with the most sacred solar portal or alignment. It's called, you guys, this is what it's called. I can't make this up. It's called the Golden Gate of Creation. That is what we are aligning to at the new moon. And I'm putting this together for y'all last night. I'm putting it together. I'm listening to some audios. And I come across even more sacred knowledge about what this portal may relate to that I will share with you as we go deeper. And Mike, I turned to Michael. I go, I can't believe this. It's even more powerful than I thought. It's even more profound than I thought. So get ready, y'all. We're going home. Okay, if that makes any sense today. We're going home to the source. We're going to connect into the portal of where all creation begins. So that's why the video of infinite wealth, infinite potential, infinite havingness, it's all there. Whatever it is you desire, whatever it is you want, it's all there. Every single particle of it. Adeline felt that. She felt that. She received that. That's right. Woo! All right. Whew, so much energy. This is so exciting. Okay, so here we go. All right. So, welcome to the Golden Gate of Creation. And so this happens every year at December 19th. And here's the cool thing. It starts happening before that. So about 10 days before. So around the 9th of December, this gateway starts to really pipe up. So anyone notice that since like the 9th or 10th of December, like, hey, like something's happening here. Like the gears just went up on my awareness, my intuition, my ability to manifest. Like something has just shifted, something has just increased. That is because we started to enter the portal of this activation. And we're going to go all into it. And this is the portal I'm talking about. This is the kind of portal that we are heading into. We are aligning to the galactic center of the entire galaxy. So Lotus, what is the galactic center? You keep talking about this. It is located. Anyone familiar with the Milky Way galaxy? Yeah, the one that we're in? Okay, the galactic center is in the very center. It's what everything in this entire galaxy rotates around. That's why I call it the womb of creation. It's the center. It's the beginning. It's where everything comes from. And we'll go deeper into that as we go on. Okay, so today, getting back to business, getting back to the structure, what are we going to do? Today, we will discover why secret societies always set intentions at the new moon to manifest their goals, dreams, and desires. You guys have heard of this, right? Kevin started to talk about this. He started to share how you can do a really amazing process at this time. And in part 2 of this event, we're actually going to do that. So if you're interested in joining us for part 2, which is starting at 6 p.m., and Michael, your amazing host, Michael Grady, will be leading that. And boy, does he take you deep. And he's going to be clearing anything. So you're going to set your dream of what you want to create over the next, I don't know, maybe all of the next year. It could be as small as the next 2 weeks. It could be as big as eternity. You get to choose. Okay. And then we're going to clear blocks to you being able to manifest it. That's part 2. So if you want to sign up for that, Michael, maybe leave the link in the chat. It is a paid event. It is for our members. But what you get for that membership is just ginormous. It's like a all-you-can-eat buffet at the fanciest restaurant for a very small amount. So we'll leave that link in the chat. If you're curious or if you're interested, you want to join us for part 2 after we dive deep into the astrological information, into the magic, into the sparkles of why you might want to set your intention to clear today and tomorrow and within this window. Okay. Second, why is December 19th's new moon conjunct the galactic center the most powerful manifestation portal, especially for wealth? And that's something I haven't shared. So not only, I'm going to take this hat off so it stops disappearing. Not only is this new moon aligning with the galactic center, which is the infinite portal to all of creation, but it is also aligning to Venus, the billionaire planet, the planet of manifestation. And so you could think of it as infinite spiritual connection to divine source and physical material wealth coming together. Anyone interested in that? Anyone want to live a divinely spiritual life connected to source and God and creator and also be receiving the most beautiful, aligned material support and luxury where you get to feel held and supported and all of your needs are met. And you can just walk with life. Can I just get an amen to that? Like, yes. How many of us have been yearning for that? And that is what this alignment is all about. Are there some challenges along the way? You betcha. But that's what the clearing is for. So stay tuned and I'll go deeper into that. Oh, we laugh. That's a new form of wealth, Michael. We laugh. So we laugh maybe is the combination of the spiritual and the material. We laugh. We laugh at the abundance. It pours in, it rains in, it showers us. Okay. Okay, number 3. What area of your life, love, etc., will the alignment activate? So we're going to dive deep into all this information. We're going to get you fired up, and then we're going to plug in and we're going to share with you the area of your astrological chart where this alignment will be happening. And I already kind of showed you, if you got your chart already, I sent it to you. I kind of aligned for you that the places of your astrology chart where this alignment is happening, and we'll go deeper into that. Now, if you have not gotten your astrology chart, you didn't realize that you could, you didn't know how to do it, please email me with your birthday, date, and time, and I will get that to you anyways. I know it's late. I'm not going to get it to you right now because I'm leading this event, but I will get it to you. So email me at blossomwithlotusnow@gmail.com. And Michael, if you would be so sweet and kind, and please put my email in the chat for anyone who's here and you would still like to get that gift that y'all are getting for coming today. So it's super exciting. All right, y'all ready to begin? Okay, awesome. So here we are. You ever see that shirt? It says, "You are here," and then it points right into the center of here, right? You are here. You are here in this galactic Milky Way galaxy. And this right here is the galactic center. Anyone kind of feel something going on here? Like, whoa, like that's because this galactic center actually gives off radiation, radio waves, and energy particles. So just like the moon affects the tides, right? And the other cycles of the planets, like Venus going retrograde, also can affect our bodies. Do you think that this energy might affect you when the sun and the moon and other planets line up to it? Absolutely. And so that is where we are standing right now. And the fact that Venus, which represents in astrology the billionaire planet, is sitting right next to this entrance. Is that kind of exciting to you? Yeah, because Venus is the billionaire planet and it's right at the opening of the galactic center. And the galactic center is infinite creation. So I want you to start playing with. If I had all the money in the world, if I was like Andrew Carnegie, and I'll tell you why I'm using him as an example, and I had just so much money, I couldn't even spend it in one lifetime. That's the kind of wealth that Venus conjunct the galactic center can be activating. Okay, so how many people out there are wealth bringers? You know you are. You have a vision. You have a vision not just for yourself, you have a vision for all of humanity. And it's a big vision. And you want to make as much money so that you can create that vision. And it's never just been about you, has it? You are the people I've been wanting to talk to because I know what you're here for. I can see it in your energy body. You are here to manifest wealth like no one in your family line ever has and do stuff in this world that no one has ever seen. You are the pioneers. You are the change bringers. You are the change makers. And today is your day. This is your time to start to set those big dreams, those big intentions, to dream really big. Because as Kevin likes to say, even if you don't reach the stars, at least you will reach the moon, right? So dream big. Dream really big. Okay. And I love this one. This is like an all-time favorite quote, I think, of everyone who's ever worked with me. Millionaires don't use astrology. Billionaires do. So anyone here excited about, stepping into your inner billionaire and truly manifesting and creating and calling in and clearing anything and everything in the way of creating that? Get a thumbs up, hands up, just a amen or a yes. All right. Hallelujah. Welcome. Welcome. I do have a lot of preachers in my ancestry, and sometimes I think it like comes through while I'm speaking. So just come along with me. Just get into it. Just get into the energy. It's powerful. Okay. So, new moons. Why have and why do secret societies practice this time period as the most powerful time of the month to set your intentions? Why? I want you to think about and imagine the last time you were at the ocean. I want you to imagine standing at the ocean and putting your feet in the sand. And I want you to imagine feeling the pull and the tug of the water on your feet. It's pretty strong, isn't it? It's powerful. There's definitely a force of energy drawing you. That magnetism, that tide that you feel at the ocean, that is actually created by the cycles of the moon. Because the moon affects everything that has water in it. So we have almost over 90% of water in our bodies? Yeah. So the cycles of the moon actually affect our physiology. At the time of the full moon, the power of the moon is so strong that it will actually draw all the toxins that are in our blood or in the water of the body up to the surface. And so that's one reason you can feel a little tired, you can feel a little out of sorts, you can lose your keys and walk around in circles, you can see kids bouncing off the walls, you can see people just kind of going nuts. That's because we're actually being purified by the force of the moon pulling everything up to the surface to be cleared. It's magnetic, it's powerful. So I want you to imagine that the time of the full moon energetically is a little bit like being at a really loud party. It's so loud, people are singing, people are dancing, right? Woo! Like that's full moon energy. Now I want you to imagine sitting down and writing out your intentions of what you want to create at that party. Is that going to be kind of challenging? Yeah. So the ancients knew this. Members of secret societies knew that the moon affected their ability to concentrate. It affected their physiology. It affected their ability to focus. And so as the moon gets smaller and smaller and becomes indistinct, you can't even see it. At a new moon, the moon is not even visible. It is the darkest time because the moon goes invisible. It stops. Guess what it does? It stops affecting us. So imagine that the time of the new moon is like leaving that really loud party. And as the moon gets smaller, is the steps you take walking away from it until you get to the smallest, tiniest part, like when the moon is the most invisible, and that is when you enter a room. And that room is lit with candles and crystals, and it's dark, and it's comfortable, and it's quiet. I want you to imagine setting your intentions here. Being able to focus here. Being able to go within here. That is the difference between a new moon and a full moon. And the ancient societies all knew this. They knew that if they wanted to have the ability to go within and connect, right? Connect to the quiet theta brainwave state, right? The theta brainwave, the deeper, quieter brainwave state, that the moon would have far less impact on them at the time of the new moon. It would also have a far less impact on the physical body. It would stop pulling the toxins up to the surface. It would actually allow the quietness in the body. Quietness in the mind, quietness in the body, a lower brainwave state. That is the energetic of a new moon. And so that's why for thousands of years, members of secret societies have used this time to come together to set intentions, to access the power of the mind, the power of a lower brainwave state. And I want to just tune in with you at this moment here and just notice how quiet we've all gotten in this space, how connected we've gotten more to our inner self. And that is where all creation comes from. Does creation come from outside of us? Or does creation begin in the quiet, still places within our mind and our hearts and our emotions? Secret societies have known this for thousands of years. And so they have utilized the cycles of the moon to assist them to be able to set their goals, dreams, and desires in the most powerful way possible. And that is why the new moon of every single month is the single most powerful time to set your intentions. Pretty cool, right? I wish I'd known this a long, long time ago. But as I've been practicing it, I've realized how powerful it is to manifest, right? So I want you to imagine the new moon is like dark, rich soil that's fertile, it's moist, it's very dark, it's very quiet, and it's the perfect environment to plant the seed of what you want to create. And that as the moon gets bigger and gets into the full moon, that is when the manifestation will occur. Okay, so as you go within, you set the intention, you set the seed. Then as the moon gets larger, you might start seeing physical manifestations. In one of our early new moon events, we had a client who came to the new moon event. He said, what do you want to create, right? That's the big question at the new moon. What is the seed you want to plant? And he's like, I want a puppy. He's like, I really want a puppy. I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, okay, let's set your intention. So he set his intention to have this puppy. And I'm like, okay, well, look forward to seeing you at the full moon and we'll see what happens. He comes back at the full moon with pictures. He's like, I totally manifested this puppy and I've been training it, and it like all these pictures of him and this puppy that he manifested from the time of the new moon to the time of the full moon. And so that's why Michael and I are doing these new moon events every month. They're part of our membership, which if you come to part 2, you'll get access to for free, which is pretty amazing. And we actually can help you clear blocks to whatever that intention is that you set at the new moon. So imagine if you have a really big goal, dream, or desire. You want to be a millionaire, you want to be a billionaire, you want to have this huge wealth. Are there any triggers that come up when you think about that? Like, is there any ancestral stuff? Is there any like, oh, that was kind of tough for my family? Or that stuff can get in the way of manifesting it. So that's why we created this 1-2, tune into the astrology, and then clear any blocks that might come up for you around having it. Because who here wants to have true wealth and abundance pouring through, showering through every layer of our lives? And maybe it's just remembering that we already are. Something to think about. Okay, so here we are at the seed planting time. We're at the new moon. So I want you all to be thinking about, right? This is the most powerful time of the whole year. What is your goal? What is your dream? What is your desire? Really start thinking about it. By the end of this call, I'm going to help you identify which area of your life this new moon galactic center activation will be lighting up. So it's going to give you a lot more clarity of like, ooh, maybe I should go this direction, because that's where you're going to get the most juice, if that makes sense. Okay, great. Whew, yes, we just learned about that. So there are monthly manifestation cycles based on the moon. You want to set your intentions at the new moon in the dark time when you can't see the moon. Then you want to nourish it like you would a plant. You want to water it. You want to give it fertilizer. You want to breathe into it and see it grow, so that at the time of the full moon, you can say, okay, I planted this seed. What has grown? Did it grow? Is it small? Is it big? What else do I need to do to make it bigger? Did it even start to grow? Do I need to do more work to get it actually bearing fruit? That is the cycle of the moon. It happens every single month. Pretty cool. Now, we are at an apex where we're not only at the eve of the new moon, which is tomorrow, but we are also at, and I'm just going to change my microphone here. Give me 1 second so you can hear me better. Okay, very good. So not only are we at the time of the new moon, which is the intention setting window. It's the single most powerful, fertile time to set your intentions. But we're also at what is called a yearly solar cycle intention setting point. And both of those planets, the sun and the moon, are coming together at the same location. And so this is doubly, triply activating the power of this intention setting point. Oh my God, sweet Jesus, I wish I'd known about this all year, right? I would have been building up for this. I would have been more prepared. So we're also at the approaching the winter solstice happening on December 21st here in the northern hemisphere, or the summer solstice happening in the southern hemisphere, right? And so that's full sun in the southern hemisphere and greatest darkness in the north. And so this yearly activation also happens to align with the galactic center. And so ancient societies knew about the galactic center because this is Karnak. This is an ancient temple. And this is a picture of the sun at the winter solstice. And this is what we are aligning into. This is a picture of the winter solstice at Stonehenge. And you can literally Google sacred sites at winter solstice, and they will all have literally the same effect of the sun lining up perfectly at this apex point, showing and illustrating the power of the solar cycle. The lunar cycle and the solar cycle are lining up tomorrow, December 19th at 5:45 p.m. Do you guys know what solstice means? This is really cool. Let me illuminate this word a little bit for you. Solstice. Well, sol in Spanish relates to the sun. The sun also represents the soul in astrology. So it's kind of an interesting combination there. Stis means to stand still. Did you all know that at the solstice time, the sun literally pauses? It stands still for about 3 to 6 days. It comes to its farthest journey on its solar path, and it comes to a stop, y'all. And it literally hangs out with us. And so the sun represents our soul. In astrology, it represents our being, our purpose, our connection to the divine. And so the winter and summer solstice are the two most spiritually aligned, most spiritually connected events of the entire year. Well, isn't it interesting that at both of these times, the summer and the winter solstice, hi Peter, this also aligns to the galactic center. Okay, so let's summarize this. So we have the new moon tomorrow. We already talked about manifestation, intention setting window. 2, we have the sun and moon aligning to the galactic center, and we have the solstice. All of this happening at the same juncture, at the same moment in time, as we approach Christmas. Anyone ever felt like Christmas was pretty cool? Like it was just special? Like there was some kind of magic? What if I were to tell you that that magic is real, but maybe it wasn't quite what we were told? Maybe it has more to do with galactic planetary alignments that are actually energetically and physiologically creating a window to create your ability to manifest like Santa Claus. What if you're Santa Claus? What if you have the ability to create Santa Claus for yourself all the time, right? It's a little bit like your wish is your command, right? Like having a genie. But it's like being your own Santa Claus, being able to write to the universe. Let's imagine that Santa Claus is actually the universe. And at this time of the year, every year, you have the greatest access to the universe, to infinite manifestation, to the ability to create the most powerfully of any time of the year. Pretty amazing. And so here we are, traversing, the sun traverses through the constellations. What is this, Lotus? These are all the constellations, right? And so we're traversing right about here. Let's see here. right between Scorpio, Ophiuchus, right between Ophiuchus and Sagittarius is where the sun is shining right now. And we're moving through the astrological chart wheel, the sun is, to arrive at the sun moon Venus conjunction of the golden gate of creation. I just got to clap. This is amazing. I mean, wow. Can you feel the energy? I mean, this is this energy of light. This is this energy of source. You know, Kevin always says, our great teacher, our great mentor that a lot of us follow, he always says, you are pure love and light. And there is nowhere that I feel this alignment happening more than at this time of the sun, moon, and Venus aligning with the golden gate of creation. So I just want you to take a moment to just kind of tune into that. Just tune into what is this golden gate of creation? And perhaps I'm always connected to it. Maybe I actually always have known it was there. But now I have conscious knowledge and I can connect more deeply to it. So I just want to invite you to start to practice that. Start to stretch out a little bit. Start to tune in to your access point, to this golden gate of creation, to the alignment of the sun, which represents your soul, to the moon, which represents your emotions, to Venus, which represents your power to manifest in the physical, goals, dreams, desires, wealth, riches, abundance, all coming together, joining as one at the galactic center, at the golden gate of creation. So here we are. We are walking through the gate. We are beginning to step into that gateway. We are beginning to open our hearts into the golden light of the infinite wellspring, the galactic center. And so this is what it looks like. This is so cool. I love this map. Okay, what are we looking at here? We are looking at the Milky Way galaxy, and in the very center is the galactic center. Okay, let's see if you guys can see this over here. Over here is the sun, and this is the zodiacal wheel of all of the astrology signs. Okay, this is June 19th over here. We're going to just imagine June 19th next year. The sun will be directly opposite the galactic center, and that is called the silver gate of creation. But right now, we just happen to be December 19th, tomorrow, sun exactly conjunct this galactic center. So here's the sun aligning directly with the galactic center. Wow. Direct. There's no other time that the sun will be as close to this portal as it is right now. And also at the solstice, standing still. So not only are we aligning to the galactic center, but the sun is literally coming to stand still, to pause, if you will, to absorb, to communicate. And so this is also a time where you may receive the most intuitive insights, the most intuitive awareness, the deepest connection to source. So if you have time, please take some time to slow down right now during this time period, to go out into nature, to take off your shoes, to tune into the sun, and to receive the energetic frequency that is available to you right now. Right now. Okay. Yes, awesome. Yes. Okay. Feel free to take a screenshot of this. I think it's just like the coolest thing that we have this golden gate, sun connected to the galactic center at December 19th. And then when the sun is directly opposite the entrance to the galactic center, shining light on the constellation of the end of Taurus, is the silver gate. Very cool. So those are the two most powerful manifestation portals of the entire year, December 19th and June 19th. Two most, right before the solstice. Okay. So I found this online and I felt like it was very appropriate. They say that there's a frequency in the galactic center that aligns to our heart and also aligns to the heart of the earth. And that at this time of the solstice, we can transmute more than your average amounts of fear, separation, lack, poverty, you name it, because there's so much energy aligning to love, to truth, and to spirituality. Okay, so this is beyond anything I've ever read in a in a sci-fi book, honestly. This is real. This is our life. This is the reality of our beingness on this earth. It's actually magical. It's actually mystical, and it actually is more powerful than we've ever been taught to know. How amazing. Okay. Woo! So, diving deeper into this golden gate of creation, reminding ourselves that the sun is coming together with the moon. The sun is the soul, it represents our core energy. The moon represents our emotion, it represents how we feel. And those two poles represent what? The yin and the yang. How many of you are familiar with the yin and the yang, the concept of yin and yang? The dark and the light, the cold and the heat, masculine and feminine. Masculine and feminine, pretty familiar with that concept. Pretty different, right? Men and women, pretty different. Well, what happens when the sun and moon come together is a little bit like what happens when a man and a woman come together. Would you agree that it has the potential to be the most creative of any force in the universe? Yeah. So when we bring together yin and yang, passive, active, male, female, we get what is called divine union. And that can have the potential to create life. That has the potential to create new beings, right? Babies, businesses, spiritual growth. It's so creative. It's an incredibly creative energy. And that's what's happening right now as the sun, moon, and Venus align at the galactic center. Creation energy. You can think of it like an engine. What happens when you have a negative pole of a battery and a positive, and you put them together? You get electricity, right? You get energy. Oh my gosh. That's what we're standing at, right? So imagine you're creators and you're suddenly getting hooked up to the battery of the universe. You're getting hooked up. So what do you want to create with that? What is the seed? What is the intention you want to supercharge? That is what this time is inviting us to do. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the sky above proclaims his handiwork. Day to day pours out speech, and night to night reveals knowledge. And so here we are, underneath the sky, underneath the energy of God and Source, coming together at this alignment. I really can't think of anything more powerful than when we bring together. You can think of the sun as the most yang energy of the galaxy. You can actually think of the galactic center as the most yin, because it's actually home here in the galactic center to 4 super massive black holes. So here we have the light, right? We have the light of the sun shining on the galactic center. You know, you want to imagine with me lighting a candle right now. Some of you in the northern hemisphere, the darkest time of the year, lighting a candle at your heart, because the sun is aligning with what may be considered one of the potentially darkest points of the year, right? And remind ourselves, don't you know yet, it is your light that lights the world. You are all lighthouses. You are all conduits of divine light. And this activation is aligning you to that knowledge. As the sun aligns with the galactic center, we are being called in to connect to the masters, to the teachers, to the guides. Why is Jesus' birthday set at this time? Ever think about that? What do they know that we haven't known? Right? And if you think about the story, December 25th of Jesus coming onto this planet, being born at this time under the star, was that maybe the galactic center that they were talking about? Right? Santa Claus, the power of manifestation in effect, right? You write your list all year long. Santa, I want to have this. I want to have this. And then the night before, you know that you have presence under the tree. And Kevin, our mentor, talks about this. He talks about with manifestation, you want to feel like whatever it is that you're wanting to create, it's the night before Christmas, and you know that you have presence under the tree. You know they're there. That kind of expectation, that kind of inner knowingness is what we associate with Christmas. We know we're going to get something. And we also know that we get to give something, the power of giving and receiving. And so this time of the Galactic Center and Jesus' birthday and Christmas, there is a connection and it is real. So Christmas, what we were told, I remember when I found out that Santa Claus wasn't real. I think I was 7. And I realized that the notes my dad left me saying Santa Claus, well, that was from Dad. And I really loved Santa Claus. I mean, I remember being 2 years old and my dad got up on the roof with bells on and he stomped around and I'm lying in my bed. I'm like 2 years old and I'm going, Santa's here. And I was just so excited, right? I was so excited and I was just like buzzing with energy. And when I found out Santa's not real, I was devastated. And so a couple of weeks back, it hit me. Lotus, Santa is actually real. This whole time, you knew it was real. You could feel it. The energy of Christmas is real. Why? Because of this alignment to the Galactic Center that is happening and the solstice right now. But it's an energy that doesn't need to be about material things. It can be. It's all about connecting to your power to create what you want. Yeah. Look at this. I wasn't even expecting to find this, but this is a picture of the Galactic Center using some type of really interesting photography. It's also known as Sagittarius A star. And they called this the Northern Chimney and the Southern Chimney. I mean, can you get even more clear that what we're working with here is the energy of manifestation? It's the power to create what you want. That if you have a dream, you have a present, a wish, a hope, a desire you want to have, you can ask for it right now. And just like Santa would bring it to you, the universe will bring it to you. Yeah. And it's standing at the gateway of Ophiuchus, the guardian of the Galactic Center, the shaman, the mystic, the ancient holder of secrets. This is right where the entrance to the Galactic Center is. In the 13th sign, the tamer of the snakes, the tamer of our lower human energies to create mastery. And this is what's coming through. Did you know there are millions of stars in the center of the Galactic Center? People often ask, why is it so filled with light? Why is it so bright? Millions of stars densely packed together. This is what our sun is aligned with right now. And it's what the moon and the sun and Venus will be aligned with tomorrow at 5:45. Let me give you some scientific facts about the Galactic Center. So according to scientists, and whether I believe this or not, or you believe it, I'll leave it up to you. But this is what the scientists say. They say that there are a giant black hole that is 4 million times bigger than the sun. It is 26,000 light years from Earth. It is what the entire galaxy is organized around. And inside of the black holes is a cosmic storm moving at the rate of 50,000 miles per second. Okay, a cosmic storm moving around in there at the rate of 50,000 miles per second, releasing X-rays, gamma rays, Hawking radiation, and more. And they say it is the remnant of a very large, collapsed, and ancient star. Oh, hey everyone. Hey guys. All right. So how powerful is this to be aligned here, right? However, as I was doing my research, I also came across a claim that there is a regular 718-minute pulse coming from the Galactic Center, strongly suggesting the galaxy is driven by a pulsar and not a black hole. They say that 718 minutes is twice every day, a sidereal day, and that this pulsation caused Joseph Weber's aluminum bars to resonate at 1,661 hertz, and this is equivalent to many cycles per second. And so basically what this source is saying is that the galactic center is literally giving off a pulsation twice a day of ancient, secret, sacred knowledge. Does that kind of sound right to you? Yeah. And so this alignment of the sun and the moon and Venus at the galactic center tomorrow represents the alignment to what I call the womb of creation. Yeah. Isn't this amazing? Can I just get everyone like this is just mild, right? This is just mind-blowing. I mean, thousands of years we've gone without being told this information. Okay. So last night I'm going through putting this together, and it was like magical synchronicity after synchronicity occurred. And one of the most amazing things I heard was this study that our galaxy that we live in right now, that Earth did not start out here, right? So I grew up thinking that we started out in the Milky Way galaxy. We've been here forever. But the information I heard last night was that our planet actually started out in a different location. And it entered this galaxy, you guys, I can't believe this, through the galactic center. That's where our planet literally came from. And so my question is, where were we before, and what was the birth of this planet, right? So I found this really amazing Indian video that I want to share with you, showing the mythology of the golden womb of creation. And this is a Hindu myth, okay, that I want to share with you so that you can go deeper into what are we really, right? What are we really? What is the golden gate of creation really? So sit back, get comfortable, and let's dive into this beautiful, beautiful visual video. Whew, it's powerful. All right, here we go. Let's see.
Reaches of time.
Okay,
Long before the dawn of memory, there existed an endless void. This realm, devoid of light and life, cradled a radiance in the deepest reaches of time. Long before the dawn of memory, there existed an endless void. This realm, devoid of light and life, cradled a radiant secret, a golden womb, Hiranyagarbha, silently floating in boundless emptiness. This enigmatic womb was not just the origin of matter, but also the fountainhead of all spirituality and creativity. It was an entity of infinite energy, the cosmic heart, the mother of all existence. In this silent void, Hiranyagarbha experienced eons of solitude and contemplation. Time, in its ceaseless flow, witnessed the swelling of energy within this golden core, growing until it reached a critical juncture. This moment, unknown to any mortal, marked a cosmic transformation. With a cataclysmic explosion, the golden womb burst open, marking the dawn of a new era. From this colossal eruption emerged a primordial entity, Svarga, heaven, and Prithvi, earth, each pulsating with the life force released from the womb. This cosmic birth heralded the arrival of various deities and celestial beings. From the ensuing chaos, Brahma, the creator, emerged, taking charge of sculpting the universe's myriad wonders. Alongside him, the enigmatic Vishnu, the preserver, maintained the delicate balance of this nascent universe. These deities, along with the numerous lives they spawned, began to weave their intricate tales within the tapestry of the cosmos. Each celestial body, every star and planet born from this cosmic event, carried a fragment of the golden womb's energy. The sun shone with its fiery blaze, echoing the golden womb's radiant glory, while the moon's serene glow whispered tales of the womb's tranquil solitude. As time marched on, the universe born from Hiranyagarbha continuously experienced cycles of creation and destruction. Civilizations rose and fell. Stars were born and extinguished. all within the grand design set into motion by the golden explosion. Each cycle of destruction paved the way for a new era of creation, each epoch carrying fresh hope and endless possibilities. And yet, behind the ever-changing panorama of the universe, the initial golden secret persisted. The golden womb, though having given birth to the cosmos, remained an eternal symbol, a reminder to all beings that in the vast, unfathomable expanse of the universe, everything is transient, and only the cycle of creation and rebirth is eternal. This tale of the golden womb, transcending millennia, was revered in ancient texts and hymns, sung in the venerable verses of the Rig Veda. The tale described a profound cosmology, unveiling the eternal rhythm of life, creation, and destruction. The golden womb, as a symbol, embodied infinite possibilities and represented the genesis of all cosmic entities. Within the story of Hiranyagarbha, mortals glimpsed the unfathomable mysteries of the universe, feeling the omnipotent power of the Creator. The golden womb, emerging from the primordial nothingness, marked the beginning of all life stories, the cradle of the universe's most awe-inspiring miracles. As ages passed, the tale of the golden womb was interpreted, celebrated, and reshaped across various cultures and legends. It evolved beyond a mere creation myth of Hinduism to become a significant symbol in humanity's quest to understand life, the universe, and the essence of existence. The Hiranyagarbha, an ancient and profound myth, transcended its cultural roots to become a beacon of wisdom, a universal cosmological concept, leading seekers toward deeper realms of knowledge and enlightenment. The power of this story, in its majestic and timeless appeal, lay in its ability to transcend cultural and temporal boundaries. It became a universal narrative, a cosmic tale that resonated with the hearts of seekers and philosophers alike. In the Golden Womb story, humanity found not just the origins of the universe, but a reflection of their own quest for meaning in the vast, mysterious expanse of existence. As the tale of Hiranyagarbha continues to be told, it serves as a timeless reminder of the eternal cycle of creation and destruction, of the perpetual dance of the cosmos. It stands as a testament to the enduring quest.
Wow, my mind was blown as I put this together for you last night, and I came across a creation myth showing the galactic center as the womb from which our entire universe was born from. So I want you to really think about and tune into the magnitude of having the sun and the moon and Venus aligning with literally what I call the womb of creation. How powerful are you right now? Being a child of the universe, being a child of the divine, being connected to the pulsar, if you will, of where we come from. That energy is coming through for you, and I am but a conduit and a messenger. We are just here to help bring this connection to you and remind you of what you already know. You already have this connection. It is built into your very DNA. Your very bones, remember. And so we're here to help awaken that sacred secret knowledge so that you have even more power to create and manifest your goals, your dreams, and your desires. Okay, great work, everyone. So we're just going to dive a little bit deeper here, and then we're going to get into your charts. So just give me a moment here. Okay, I'm going to share screen. Okay, very good. You're all doing great. You're all going deep. Fantastic. Okay, here we go. Okay. So now we've touched on the fact that we're aligning to the very center of creation, the very womb of creation where it all began. Well, we have Venus there, the billionaire planet. And directly opposite all of this, I want you to introduce you to another superstar, is Rigel. How many of you have heard me talk about Rigel before? Some of you have. Some of you have heard me talk about Rigel. Rigel is what I call the billionaire star. And we found out that Rigel, it's funny how this hat likes to go invisible. Rigel was found in the charts of many, many billionaires, such as Andrew Carnegie, who I was really touched by Andrew Carnegie's story. He gave away over $350 million, which is the equivalent to about $6.9 billion at the end of his life, almost 90% of his fortune, to charities, foundations, and universities. And you have to imagine that he had that much wealth to give away. And so it was found that he had Rigel in his chart directly opposite the planet Venus, which we call the billionaire planet. And y'all, this is happening at this new moon. So not only are we aligned to the galactic center, the womb of creation, not only is Venus there, which is the billionaire planet, but all of this is directly opposite what they call Rigel, the billionaire star, which was found in the charts of billionaires such as Oprah Winfrey, Andrew Carnegie, and many, many others. Sometimes I go blank on their names, but many other billionaires' charts. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Do you think this might be a pretty powerful wealth activation window if we're aligning to the womb of creation, the Venus, the billionaire planet, and not only that, but opposite all of that, which creates an activation point, Rigel, the billionaire star? Yes, Venus being the billionaire planet. Are you open to receiving floods of financial abundance, which allows me to give back more? I love this. I love this. How many of you here want to receive abundance, not just for yourself? Right? That's what this window is asking for. It's asking you to be that power that you are, that wants to step forward, to be financially abundant, not just for yourself, but for all of humanity, for the vision, for your dream. It's that powerful. So, that said, we are experiencing a challenge, and this is why energy clearing work is very important at this time. The sun is a little too close to Venus. It's actually what's called combust. And so it could be causing financial woes. It could be causing restriction or challenge. And that is why doing energy clearing work right now is really important. Because on the other side of whatever your trigger with money is, so let me give you an example. I want you to tune into having more wealth than you've ever had in your entire life, and just how much wealth you want to have. I want you to just imagine yourself receiving huge amounts of wealth, doing something, being clear, I'm going to do this thing. And then all of a sudden, all this money shows up for you. And I want you to imagine yourself receiving it and what you would do with it and how it would feel. And then I want you to really ask yourself, am I 100% open to having this? Am I 100% ready and just an open conduit to this? Because anything that is in the way of you being this open conduit of receiving divine wealth may be coming up between now and February to be cleared. This can be past life stuff. This can be stuff in your DNA. This can be old stories, programming from the image makers of your self-image of what a wealthy person is. I had a fun one. I realized that one of my wealth people that I had to clear was Cruella de Vil from the 101 Dalmatians. I was like, oh my God, how did that get in there? So we really have to use a fine-tooth comb, and I cleared it, of course, and it felt amazing, to clear out old negative programming, because we're standing at a window where we can have it all. That's what this is. We can have it all. We can have, be, and do anything and everything we want to have. And the planetary bodies and these activations are assisting us, supporting us, cheering us on, if you will. But do we have anything in the way of that? Do we have any fears? Do we have any sadness? Do we have any concerns about how good it would be? Right? that stuff is also coming up. It's like the two sides of a coin. When we have the greatest light, it also can cast the greatest shadow. And so this time could be full of a lot of polarity. You're like, Lotus, yes, you say it's amazing and it's wonderful. And yes, I feel that. But I'm also dealing with this thing or this thing or this thing or this thing. I hear you. Me as well. And so that's the power of doing energy work and clearing. And I hope some of you will join us. I know some of you are joining us for the energy clearing portion of this call because it's going to be phenomenal. Okay. Great work, everyone. Great work. So now we get to tap into the part of the call. Thank you, everyone. Michael's been busy clearing all of you. Thank you, Michael. Wow. I can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh, that's right. I muted myself. Yeah, I didn't plan on doing clearings here today, but I said, why not? And it felt the right thing to do. So I've been doing a lot of custom clearings as I've been going through the group and individually, and for myself and for Lotus. So, yeah.
Finding anything interesting?
I've been clearing people going out of their own valences. I've been mainly doing very basic fundamental clearing reversals, lower dimensional clearings, TFT, custom corrections, stuff like that. A lot of tears.
Yeah, a lot of tears. And I'm so glad you're doing that because we are tapping into ancient knowledge, ancient old secret stuff that is probably very much bringing stuff up for everyone here.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic.
You know, even Dr. Mortar talked about how the different astrological changes and alignments re-trigger a person.
Oh, yeah.
Even he talked about that. Yeah. It's very interesting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going through that every day. What's that? You can actually get a calendar that shows all the planetary aspects that happen on the hour. That's a pretty cool thing. One day I'll have one for you guys. Okay. So now, who would like to learn where in your astrology chart this will be landing? And so what does that even mean, right? Why is that important? Why might you want to have that? So I'm going to give you just a basic explanation of what your chart is showing you. And then we're going to dive into where is this alignment activating you? Okay, here we go. Let's do this. We're almost there. We're making great time. That was some big stuff to go into. So good work, everyone. Okay, so very good. I'll share screen. Okay, so here is an astrological chart. And it is divided into 12 pieces. Okay? The first piece they all represent areas or arenas of your life. Okay? Kind of like your personality. It's kind of like a journey, the journey of the hero's journey. And so it starts at house 1. And house 1 can really relate to the moment you're born. You come into this world. It's who you are. It represents actually what you look like, your identity, your self-image, if you will, as well as your expression that other people see. The second house relates to money, our resources, our valuables, our inner worth, our inner sense of value, our possessions. The third house relates to how we think. It relates to communication. It relates to writing style. It's social media. So I want you to be thinking about what area of life are you most interested in? Are you interested in money? Are you interested in communication? Are you interested in your family or relationships or career? By knowing where this alignment is activating for you, it can tell you what area of life you might want to focus on for your intention setting. Okay, so the fourth house relates to your home. It relates to your family. It relates to your roots, where you come from, your DNA, your subconscious programming. And I want you to notice that this fourth house is kind of on the very bottom of the chart, right? You have the top of the chart up here. This represents the sun. You have the bottom of the chart, it represents the moon, it represents your inner life. So the bottom of the chart, this half here, your inner self. The top half of the chart, your outer self. So down here on the bottom, it's your root system. Up here on the top, it's how you blossom out into the world. Okay, very, very powerful. Okay. Fifth house, it's our creativity. It's procreation. It's, it's fun. Like when you go on a date or you have romance or it's not marriage, it's dating. So if you're someone who's single and you want to know like, okay, what is the energy for me to date someone right now? Or who's someone that might be good for me to go on a date with? This is where you'll find that. It's also related to children. And then this brings us to the sixth house, which is work. Okay, we went through the fun stuff. Now it's work, right? Now it's the daily routine. It's nutrition. It's our employment. It's our service that we give to other people. Okay, that leads into our seventh house, which is one of the world's favorite houses, which is partnership, relationship, marriage. You can actually look here to see where might I meet my future marriage partner, right? Kind of exciting if you're single and you want to meet someone. This is really good for relationship astrology. I've done tons of readings for married couples or people who are in relationships. I always look at the seventh house and it always tells me how compatible are two people for a long-term relationship. Eighth house, this is the deep house. This is the house of sex, death, rebirth, transformation. It's the house of deep experiences, growth, change. It's a very, very intense house of, some might call it the shaman house. It's the house of going through like near-death experiences, being born and reborn through these processes. It's the house of transformation. You can think of it as the house where you have to give your ego up. You basically go through an ego death to be reborn into your true self. That's a pretty intense house, okay? So whenever you have planets there, look out. You're probably a very deep person and you may be going through a deep transformational journey. Ninth house is the house of higher knowledge. It's like the house of our mentor, Kevin, right? It's the house of higher learning things, traveling the world, religion, philosophy, the guru. 10th house is the house of our public life, recognition, becoming a guide for others, our career, our vocation. Some people say this really relates to our purpose, why we're here. So the 10th house is really, really super powerful. Okay, 11th house. This relates to our community. This relates to people, like, for instance, going to a big gin event. That's like the 11th house. That's when we get to see all of our friends. We get to talk to people from all over the world. You could say that our event tonight with all of you here, this is also like the 11th house, right? Because we're coming together as a community, right? It's not just me. It's not just Michael. It's just not me and a couple friends. Like, it's like a whole club. It's a whole community here. That's what the 11th house relates to. And it can relate to really big dreams. So if you have a dream to be a speaker on all the stages, or if you have a dream to put together an organization that helps the world, right? That's what the 11th house relates to. The 12th house is where you kind of come to completion. Just like the first house is like the beginning. It's like when you start something, you begin, you're born, you're fresh, you're new. That's kind of what next year is going to be all about, right? The year of one. The 12th house is kind of been like 2025 because it's the house of returning. It's the house of returning to your soul. And so 2025, what we just all lived through, was a lot about letting go of attachments to material things and kind of just getting distilled down to the most basic version of ourselves. Anyone relate to that? You had to let go. You had to pare things down. You had to release attachment. A lot of people transitioned and were reborn into the next life this year. It's been a big year of letting go. I personally, my grandmother passed away. I just found out that one of my dear friends, the woman who taught me yoga, passed away. It's been like a lot of death, a lot of letting go. And what is death? It's really a rebirth. It's really a letting go of the physical attachments to become more of who our true self is, which is eternal. And so I think a lot of you can relate that last year was a lot, right? It was a lot. And next year is going to be the year of one. It's going to be the year of new beginnings. And so the 12th house really relates to that process. It really relates to that process. Okay. So this is a more streamlined 1 through 12. You feel free to take a screenshot because this may help you when you get your astrology chart to kind of be able to read your chart better. I also have a bonus that I'm going to send out to all of you that has basically like a key that tells you what each of the symbols mean that is on your chart. So you're going to be able to read it more efficiently. And so as we go into looking at your chart, we're going to be able to give you more insight. And here I just want to remind you, the bottom half of your chart, whatever you have in your chart, it represents your inner self. If we had a yin yang, it would represent the yin, the inner world. And your top half of your chart, whatever you have there, is your outer self or yang, and it represents your gifts that you give out to the world. It's really where your purpose is found. Pretty cool. I love learning this. This was such a helpful piece of information for me. Yeah. Okay. So that said, who would like to be our first example? Who would like me to pull up Jackie? That was fast. Jackie is she's a real amazing woman. Jackie comes all the way from Hawaii. She's a diver. She's a teacher. She's amazing. So this will be I actually thought of you, Jackie. I was like, I want to use Jackie as an example. So perfect. That's perfect. Funny how that works, right? Okay, so Jackie, I'm going to pull your chart up on the screen, and we're going to start with you first. I wish I had time to do this with everyone here, so I'm just going to be very upfront that I don't have time to do this with everyone here, but we're going to see who we can bring up for example, and all of you be checking into where in your chart this is located, because this is going to tell you what area of your life is being activated. This is so cool. This is like, this reminds me of bingo. Okay, so get your bingo cards ready. Okay, ready? Got mine open, ready? Go. Way to go, Paul. Okay, awesome. This is so fun. Okay, here we go. Let me get the charts ready. You know, it was really amazing going through all of your charts, or many of your charts, and there was a lot of people who had these placements we're going to look at tonight in the same areas. And I just thought, how interesting. I wonder what that means. All right. So, Jackie, I'm going to share screen. Okay. Perfect. All right. Awesome. So, Jackie, go ahead and feel free to unmute if you would like.
All right.
Hi.
How you doing?
Doing super good. Let me see if I'm going to get you on the screen here. Let's see. Where are you? Is your camera's on?
It is.
Oh, there you are. Okay, cool.
Yay.
Okay, awesome. All right, welcome. So, Jackie, the two main placements I wanted to show you all in your astrology chart is number one, where the new moon will be happening, which is at the galactic center, right here. Okay, so everyone, if you have your chart, go and find where I put galactic center in really big letters, and I put a star, and you're going to look for the GC. So GC is short for galactic center. Okay? It's at 12 degrees of Ophiuchus. And let's see, what is Ophiuchus, right? You probably want to know what is Ophiuchus. Let's see if I can get there fast. Okay. You know, it's funny when I'm doing shows like this or doing events, my computer gets very slow. Like it's like slow speed. And it's really interesting because I swear it doesn't move this slow normally.
With so many, you got 226 slides you put together for today. Wow.
Well, not all of them. Maybe more like 100. It's probably like 100.
Oh, just 100. Okay.
I was just so inspired, Michael. It was like, I couldn't even believe that I could get to share this with you all. It was so cool. Okay, so The sun, I apologize, the moon will be in Ophiuchus, conjunct the galactic center exactly, you guys. Like not even 1 degree different, but exactly. And Ophiuchus is the 13th sign of the constellation. It's known as the guardian of the galactic center. Makes sense. The shaman, the mystic, the ancient holder of secrets. It's the balance of yin and yang, the master of transformation. It relates to the element of ether. And what does ether help us connect to? Have you guys ever heard of the Akashic record, which is the record of all that has ever happened to us and throughout time and space? That is what this point is giving us access to, the record of all knowledge. That's why I shared the video in the beginning of them finding the sacred treasures. That is what this is an opportunity for, is for us to have access to these sacred treasures. Okay, so getting back to your chart here. Jackie, thank you for your patience. Whew, we're going to travel through my slides. Okay. All right. Jackie is here. Okay, fantastic. Okay. So where does Jackie have this placement of the galactic center? It's going to tell us where she kind of has access to magic. You kind of have access to manifestation ability in this area of your life on a level that maybe, got some action going on. Let's see here.
I muted her for you.
Thank you. No problem. It happens. Okay. So, where does Jackie have the galactic center? You have it in what is called the 5th house. Are you familiar with what the 5th house is about?
No.
Okay. Love, romance, hobbies, like having fun, right? Like really enjoying yourself. And so for you, your hobbies are probably very different than most people. like you probably have very deep and profound hobbies that like connect you to space-time, the space-time continuum, and like galactic creation. And well, one of the stories of Ophiuchus, the Greek myth of Ophiuchus, was that the man that they named the constellation after was actually a healer who was half immortal. His name was Asclepius, and he was actually a half immortal that learned from a snake how to bring people back from the dead. His father was the sun god Apollo. Are you starting to get some connections here? So his father was the sun. He brought people back from the dead. Yeah. And he could enact miracles. And so Ophiuchus really actually has a very deep tie to Jesus. So wherever you have this point in your chart represents where you can illustrate Jesus-like powers. Right? So you want to share with people what you do?
I am a freedive instructor and breathwork instructor.
Right. So you take what could be a hobby and it's your work. And it takes people through transformation. And maybe it could bring people back from the dead, couldn't it? I mean, breathwork really, literally could do something like that. Yeah. How does that land for you?
Very resonant. Very resonant.
And so this new moon is going to be lighting up this center for you. It's going to be lighting it up. It's going to be a powerful arena for you to set an intention. So it could be something like, what do I want to create? What do I want to create around joy, around fun, around my hobbies, around things that I love to do? That's what the 5th house is. Okay, let me illustrate this a little bit better. So with it in the 5th house, it's literally going to activate the energy. And I should have put these closer together, but we all learn. How do we learn? By doing. It's one of the best ways. Okay, so what does it mean for her to have Ophiuchus in the galactic center in her 5th house? Okay, it means that the energy of Leo is emphasized here because the fifth house is associated with Leo. So, what is Leo energy all about? There it is. Okay. Leo energy, or the fifth house, is all about shining, being creative, expressive, shining like the sun, being an artist and a creator, the ultimate performer. It can be about love. It can be about children. It can be just kind of this joyful energy of creation and really enjoying yourself, enjoying your life, and also shining as an example for other people. That's what galactic center in the fifth house can be, is that you have kind of like a superpower with this. And you can go very deep in this world of enjoyment, of fun, and being like a bright star for other people to have fun. And maybe the way that you have fun is a little deeper than the average with deep diving, free diving, right? And breath work. And so that's one way that you pursue that hobby. Okay. And then directly, opposite that is going to be Rigel, the billionaire star. Would you like to know where that is located? Yes, I would imagine that's a yes. Okay, so we're going to go back to your chart. Here we go. All right. So wait a second. Directly opposite the galactic center, and for all of you, this is the other point we're looking at. You're going to find Rigel, the billionaire star, right here. And this is the star that was found in the chart of Andrew Carnegie. He has Venus opposite Rigel, and he was one of the richest men of all time. And so wouldn't it just be amazing luck, Jackie, that I get to tell you today that in your birth chart, you actually have Venus, the billionaire planet, 3 degrees from Rigel, the billionaire star, in the house, the 11th house of community and the world. Y'all give Jackie a round of applause because she may well be a future billionaire. Yeah, this has been found in the chart of Andrew Carnegie. It was found in the chart of Oprah Winfrey. It was found in other people's charts who were incredibly, incredibly financially successful. Now, why am I not there yet? It's directly opposite Saturn, right here next to the galactic center. Saturn is hard work. It's also age. And so your wealth is more than likely going to come as you're older and wiser. You might be like, gosh, I didn't expect to be so wealthy. What happened? Or maybe you do. How does that land, Jackie?
I had a incredible rebirth a couple months ago, and then it just opened up. I got a really great client returned to me. So it's like the wealth is returning in February. So it's funny you said those dates up until February.
Wow. Yeah. So Sun will be conjunct Venus until February. So for all of you on this call, the powerful, beautiful things that you see are going to really come into fruition in February. Okay. And the more energy work you do before then is going to really assist you to be ready for that. Yeah. So there's more that we could go into here, Jackie, but how does this land? Was this exciting? Is this kind of on
Amazing.
point?
As always.
That's so cool.
I'm so excited to work with you guys.
Yes. And everyone give Jackie a round of applause. What an amazing chart example you have here. And hey, when you're a billionaire, take us out for lunch or something.
Will do.
We'll have to co-host an event or something.
Amazing. Would love to.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jackie. Woo. Okay. So I would like to give someone who is in Michael and I's Energy Clearing Mastery membership an opportunity to look at their chart. So one of you, would you like to raise your hand? Okay. So Clee is up next. She has been not only a member in our Energy Clearing Mastery membership, but also one of our energy clearing mastery students. And she's been using our energy clearing method with children that she works with to incredible success. Clee, just been so blown away with your amazing abilities to use this work with children. And so glad to have you on the call tonight. Are you ready? You want to check out your chart?
Yes, please.
I saw you wrote me, Clee. I was actually just posting your chart and you messaged me and you said yes. So you were very, very tuned in. Let me just find it here. We have quite a few charts here. And if anyone has any questions or you haven't gotten your chart yet, you can email me at blossomwithlotusnow@gmail.com. And I'm happy to get it to you so that you can look back and see, oh, this is where my galactic center and billionaire star is located. Pretty cool at this new moon. So it will give you information of what area of your life you might want to focus on. Okay, so here we go, Clee. Here is your chart. All right, fantastic. Okay. Do you guys like how I put the star near the point? I was like, how can I help them they can find these points easier? Okay. So for you, Clee, the new moon is going to be landing in your 11th house. Do you remember what the 11th house is about?
Is that the one about community?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to be the next 6 months is going to be a really powerful time for connecting to community. Why did I say 6 months? I'm not sure, but I'm getting that the power of this new moon may be the next 6 months. That's how strong the energy is. Okay, so until until the summer solstice. That's why. Okay, now I understand. I was like, where did I get 6 months? Where did that come from? Okay, so new moon at the galactic center, it means that you're entering an era of really deep, powerful interpersonal relationships. Maybe starting a group, starting a club, starting a community, interacting with more people. It's really interesting. You're going to be joining us on the cruise in January. And so that feels pretty appropriate with the new moon activating your house of community and groups. It's going to be directly opposite Rigel, the billionaire star, in your 4th house of the home, which means that there could be wealth that comes through the home, which means maybe you will make money from home. Maybe you'll have more of an at-home business where you connect to people, community, club across the world, and you do it from home. And the money comes to you while you sit on your couch, you sit on your bed, you do your thing. The money can come in that way. So that
My
seems
coaching.
Yeah, that sounds like maybe one of your goals, right? Yeah. So
Yes.
this is really on point for you. This is very, very powerful. So you're going to have the sun, the moon, and Venus lighting up your 11th house of community, social groups, connecting to more people. It's really a house of expansion. So I like to think of like maybe starting a YouTube channel or getting out there on social media, really kind of expanding yourself out to a greater reach.
I've already started.
Yay! Right. Yeah. And the great thing about this astrology is it shouldn't be new. It should be like, yeah, I'm actually doing that. That's actually what I was guided to be doing because it's so in alignment with who you are. It's so accurate. Let's see. We got a lot of messages here. Clee deserves it. Yes, she does. So Clee is in the UK and she gets onto our calls that go so late at night. And so just a round of applause for Clee and for being here and getting on here and just being such a wonderful contribution to our community. Anything you want to share, Clee? How does this land for you?
No, this lands. Oh, let me just make sure that you can actually hear me.
Oh yeah.
This lands really well because as you know, I want to coach kids, and that will be done online, worldwide, um, from my office or sofa or whatever it is I will be doing it from. And that's going to, of course, bring in money. And with that money, I can help others and join more communities. So yeah, very exciting.
Woo! That's so cool. So, yeah, and the 11th house is the house of the internet, actually, as well, because it's related to the astrological sign of Aquarius, which is associated with the internet and with technology. So you're going to be growing and expanding in those areas over the next 6 months. So just allow it to happen, go with it, and you're set to be very successful with this work. I can feel it, and it's very, very needed. So super, super cool, Cleve. Woo!
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. Thank you so much.
Woo! Yeah. All right, awesome. Okay, so I would like to give someone in the audience who, let's see, who raises their hand first. Oh my God, Peter! Okay, great. And then we're gonna get back to our members and get them some time. Okay. Oh, how is my volume, Michael?
You could turn up a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Usually it's super loud. Okay.
right.
We'll turn it up this time.
Yeah, like 90% is a good sweet spot.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Give me a minute here. And let's get Peter's chart up on the screen. Okay. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm so down low. I'm like at 40. Okay. Here we go.
There we go.
Wow. Hey, everyone. Okay. Peter's chart. Turning it up. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Jackie. Okay. This is so fun. Thanks y'all for coming. It's so great to have you here, and I'm just thinking about the power of tuning into your astrology charts with all of us here together. That's pretty magical, really. And so all of you who get to share tonight, you're and even those of you watching, it's like amplifying your connection to what you want to create in a really powerful way. And in fact, Michael and I have even found that just looking at your astrology chart actually begins to turn on or activate an energetic process of connection where you just become more tuned in to yourself, and it can accelerate your ability to manifest. Because as you know, the more connected we are into ourself, the more powerful we're going to manifest. And the more powerful our energy is to create. Okay. Peter. Where did I put Peter's chart? Okay. I know I sent it to you, so I'm just going to go find it. Okay. There it is. Hoo. Okay. Okay, that's why I didn't have time to make it fancy. Okay. I'm going to share screen with you, Peter. All right. Whew. All righty. So, Peter, would you like to unmute?
Yeah, Laura's great singer.
Yeah,
Michael,
good to, yes. You were one of the first people to be like, yes, I want to come. So really glad that you're here and we get to go over this with you. It's awesome. Okay, so sorry I didn't have the sparkles on yours, but we'll get there. So this new moon is actually lighting up 2 of your houses. So the galactic center in your chart is in the 6th house of work, service, helping other people, health, healing. So you might have kind of wizard-like powers when it comes to helping other people. Right? You might just like blow people's mind, like at your job, at your work, when you help other people, they're like, how did Peter do that? Like, what? And so it's going to be activating your house of service and helping others. And it's also going to be conjunct and activating your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. So next year, It's always exciting when that happens. So next year could be a year where you manifest either really good friends that feel like partners, business partners, or even, drum roll please, a love partnership. Yeah. And that's going to be directly opposite your Rigel in your 12th house. And your 12th house is all about spirituality. Okay, so the wealth for you is probably going to really come down through your commitment to your practice, like your commitment to meditation, your commitment to going within, your commitment to spiritual teachings is probably going to be where the money comes from. Isn't that interesting?
It is.
Because according to our teacher, right, wealth and money actually are all given to us from God, from source, from creator. It's not something that we have to do the work, right? We have to build the fire and put it into the stove and light it and put in the work. But all of source, all of abundance and prosperity comes from source. And so next year is going to be a really interesting combination of maybe getting a better job, getting better work where you feel really a lot more aligned to what you're here to do. And you'll actually be happy at work, right? Because if you find work that aligns to this beautiful galactic center energy of basically touching the divine, and you put time into your meditation and spiritual practices, you're going to probably be manifesting relationships and partnerships also in alignment, right? Because if we have the foundation of the work that we do and our own spiritual practices that we give to ourselves, then the relationships we manifest are going to be so much better, so much more connected and divine. Yeah. 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 Cool. How does that line up for you, Peter?
Well, that is the second part. I don't see it, but I feel it. But the first part you said, and I said, "Oh, that is true. At work, I do some magical things with mine." And everybody says, "What just happened? All of these customers we're getting are just giving us hard time, and you're just getting all these easy customers spending a lot of money."
Amazing. Yeah, I saw it spark when I was like, wow, that's actually really true. So that's amazing. And you said the relationship part is maybe not so, is that the one you're referring to? Or the spiritual
E-
part?
Spiritual part, yes, it is aligning with
Hmm.
my current situation, but relationship, as if there's nothing, but there are sparks you can see in the back of your head.
Yeah. Yeah. And because the new moon is more in your sixth house, that's going to be where the focus is, but it's still going to be activating that seventh house. So, and relationships are funny. Sometimes they just show up when you just had no expectation. You didn't know, you didn't see it coming, and then, whoa, there it is. So I totally get it. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you
Awesome.
very much. Yeah.
Yes, yes, my pleasure. And enjoy your chart and study it. I'm going to send some more bonuses for everyone. So you're going to have access to be able to interpret your chart better. Pretty cool. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Peter. Okay. So now, woohoo! Now for Michael is busy clearing over there. Woo! Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, yeah, really. You guys have
So,
reversal land.
right, right. This type of this is one reason I work with Michael is that you guys notice how deep this work is, this astrology stuff. Like it kind of brings stuff up to the surface. You know, like what just happened? Well, I noticed that, and I was like, gosh, it'd be really nice to clear what people are going through when they're reading these charts. So sometimes Michael and I do 2-on-1 sessions, or I do energy work. But tonight, he's helping everyone by clearing all the density that this stuff brings up. Can you feel that density? It's crazy. Because what is the astrology chart? It is a map of your soul. It is a map of your destiny. It is a map of who you were and who you are becoming. That's pretty powerful. And it was given to us what? From God, from source. It's our map that we were given. So very, very powerful. Okay, I would like to open the floor and thank you so much, Michael, for being here. And we're getting ready at 6 o'clock. We're going to be doing part 2. And I just want to be very clear, this is not a free event. This is a paid membership event for our members. If you want to join us, Michael, would you put the link in the chat? You are welcome to sign up for the energy clearing portion of this call. But it is a lot of energy. We go really deep with all of you, so we do have to include you in that. So if you do want to join us for part 2, it's happening at 6 p.m. Michael will put the link in the chat, and you can sign up. It is $47 a month to join, and you just get this abundance of gifts. You get a weekly energy clearing event with the two of us, so you can meet with us on Monday night. You also get a weekly astrology update call. You get 2 free energy clearing sessions a year for the cost of your membership. And you also get access to free member events. So those of you in our membership, would you agree? This is a pretty amazing membership. Like, we're giving you everything. Like, we're like, oh my God, I can't believe we're charging so little for the work that we're doing. But our vision is to have a really large community so that we can do this work at a really large scale and help as many people as possible. So if you feel compelled, you want to join us, if it aligns, if it vibrates with what you want to do, then we'll leave the link. You're welcome to jump on with us at 6. And that event is going to be about dialing into and tuning into, what we want to create, and then clearing all of the blocks in the way of our dream, our vision that we want to manifest. Pretty amazing, right? Would you like to be in alignment at this time of the galactic center new moon with your goal, with your dream, with your desire, and not have any reversals, not have any counter intentions? Be clear so that as you go forward, you're going to be the most powerful at magnetizing and manifesting this into your life. I just think it's phenomenal. So hope you can join us.
It'll be different. You know, I'm doing clearings for the group and those that have the biggest blocks. Basically, I'm going in order of biggest blocks. When we go to part 2, it's going to be a different focus, because now you're going to focus specifically on your intentions, right? Then just all the things that Lotus is bringing up for you as she's going through, and whatever's coming up for you, for yourself.
Which is a lot.
So we're going to work on getting your new moon intention, dialing that in. It's a smaller group, so I have more time to spend with each person, and making sure it's clear and you have the best chances of getting it. And hopefully we can dial it in a way that you feel really good when you think about it. Because sometimes it's nice to have another person to talk about, like, here's my new moon intention. Does that sound right? Does it feel right to, and maybe you have your own, it's ultimately up to you, right? We're just kind of helping you, consult you to help you get it. But we did it last month. It was amazing.
It's so cool.
Excited
It's
again
so
for this
freaking
month.
cool.
Yeah.
You guys to like go in, you have a dream or you have an intention, and maybe it feels good, like you like it, right? You want it. But energetically, are you actually lining up with it? Are all of your chakras strong when you think about it? Are all of your dantians strong when you think about it? Or do you have any reversals? Do you have any unconscious blocks that could be holding you back from it? And that's what the next call is going to be aimed at clearing, so that as you go into the new moon, you're going to be powerful, you're going to be strong, you're going to be walking tall with this intention. So if you're able to, please do it, because you might enjoy it. Okay. So
one of the things I'll mention just briefly, when people create an intention, a lot of people create one that's too big because they're trying to make up for the lost time, which you think feels good, but you're in a reversal where you're spinning your wheels. This might not be everybody, but a lot of people have this happening. And so that's really helpful to have that awareness, because if it's like, it feels so good to eat the entire chocolate cake, right? But if we were to test you, like, okay, you're in a reversal, there's something that came up earlier today, now you're trying to make yourself feel good, and it feels good, right? So getting out of that is really crucial.
absolutely. I just know how good I feel after those calls. Like, I'm going to set this great intention and I feel good about it. And then after the call, I'm like, oh my God, wow. Like, I don't feel any resistance to this. Like, I just feel strong and powerful. Like, I didn't even know what that felt like before. So, okay. I would like to invite, thank you for sharing, Michael.
We'll get time for like maybe one or two more here.
So, someone in our membership, please raise your hand to dive deep on your astrology chart and where this lineup is happening. Who's in our membership? And raise your hand because I can't see all of you. Lily Rosa,
Lily
you're in our
Rosa's,
membership. Yeah.
yeah, she's, yeah.
She's there. She's cool. She's
Hi.
kicking. Hi.
Both of my hands are up.
Lily Rosa, you're awesome. We love having you in our community. You
Oh,
just have such good energy. I'm so glad you're here.
God bless you both. Thank you so much
Oh,
for doing this. You guys are amazing.
we
Thank you.
love to do it. Yes, thank you. Thank you for joining us. It's
My
such an
pleasure.
honor.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well let's take a look at the fun zone doesn't stop. It just keeps on going. So, okay, so your galactic center, interesting, is similar to our dear friend Klee in that it is landing in your 11th house, which is, do you remember?
Yes, it's technology communication with community.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. It's expansion, right? It's like taking your mission and your purpose and bringing it out, right? Being out there, being a figure, right? Being someone that people can go to like, I'm going to call up Lily Rosa for this, and they know who you are and you're out there and you're being seen. Cool, right? That's an incredible, and here you are being seen today, right? So so it's interesting how that always lines up so well. And then you also, well, actually your Rigel is in the 5th house. So the money and wealth energy could really come, and this is great. Oh, this is great. It's actually in your house of play and hobbies and having fun. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
And it's, what are some examples of this? Well, if you're doing an event, let's say, it could be community and fun. So bringing community, and I'm laughing because I know one of your dreams here. You told me before. Um, it's bringing community together to have fun, right? To do hobbies, to enjoy each other, to play, to almost like if you could imagine a group doing the funnest things possible, and then you put that together, that would be your sweet spot, and that would be where the money would come in.
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah. How does that align for you? To share with everyone.
I'm ready for that now. I'm ready for it yesterday. Thank you.
So is there like a goal or dream you have that this kind of lines up with? And you don't have to share if you don't want to, only if it feels aligned.
I don't know what my goal or dream is, which is interesting because it's always changing. So my biggest goal right now is to have a definite goal.
Yes. Amen. How many? I mean, I go through that too. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a really good goal, actually. That is a
Thank you.
phenomenal goal. Really. Because once you have it, I'm sure it becomes like a vacuum that's going to just pull in exactly what you want.
Thank you
Wow.
so much. And
Yeah.
I see Michael doing his magic. Thank you, Michael.
Man, he is he
He
just
is
goes
working.
in the he just
Yeah.
goes in the zone.
You have a full on polarity reversal with having a chief aim or finding the chief aim.
Yes.
So it's I'm glad you're bringing this up.
It's often the case when we have a big block, right? It's like, I don't know about the chief aim, that it's a reversal, what's called a reversal, which means we're spinning, our energy system is spinning opposite of what we want. And so it can actually physically feel weird, right? You guys have blocks
Yes.
where like, I feel funny actually. Like this block makes me stop. Like I can't do anything because I feel like a little dizzy or like I feel constricted or I feel constrained. That is usually a very sure sign of a reversal. So good job being aware of it and knowing and getting on this call. That's friggin' awesome.
Thank you again.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else you'd like to share?
Um, yeah, I would like to congratulate Michael on his level 5. Congratulations. Lotus, you have given me so many tidbits of information that have been really helpful. I'm looking forward to doing another session with both of you again. And yeah, And that's it. Wishing
Oh,
everyone all their dreams coming true.
woo!
Yes.
Yeah!
All
Woo!
of you.
All right. Yes. Beautiful. 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 Well, with that said, I think we're going to have to call it for tonight. Please feel free to leave your wins or questions in the Telegram channel. And I have a outro music video I want to leave for all of you to kind of just tap into that energy. And Michael, would you please share the link if they want to sign up to the next event at 6 p.m.? They're welcome to. There's no pressure. And if you have not gotten your astrology chart for me, you can email me at blossomwithlotusnow@gmail.com. And we just really love and appreciate you. Does anyone have anything they would like to share before we go to the outro?
I have a question.
Sure.
So, yeah, when you do share it, I'm sorry, I was working and then I was driving, so I couldn't really raise my hand for things. But
Sure.
is it going to have the explanations that you give when you email it?
Yeah, I will send you.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually. What you're gonna get is you're gonna get the house. It's gonna show you all the
Okay.
houses of your astrology chart, and it's gonna show you what area of your life that's landing in. If you have any
Okay.
questions, Nika, you're in our membership. You can send me a
Yeah.
message. All good. You can all send me questions if you want. And yeah, any final questions or shares before we head out for today?
Thanks.
Thank you, Lotus. Thank you,
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are welcome. Go into your membership area and in the special events section, register for special events. That's where you'll find the link for this next event happening in about 34 minutes.
Woo!
So thank you for everyone for joining with us. Thank you, Lotus, for putting this all together. You know, she really was just fully there for the last few days, putting this all together for you guys so you can understand it, and is going to gift you is basically giving you the resources on how to decode this, right? How to read your bingo card, how to read your soul imprint, which is so cool. What an amazing gift. Thank you, Lotus. You can also, if you want to get a one-on-one session with her, you can go to blossomwithlotus.com. If you want to get the full-on one-on-one time, so you can ask all the questions you want about all the areas in your life, you can do that. She just created an amazing program of a whole year program. So every month you can check in with what is happening with the astrology currently with your chart. And so every month you know what the theme is and what's coming up and what are the opportunities and so forth, which is also an amazing program if you're really serious on having everything dialed in. That's also another option on her website if you want to look into that. And yeah, thank you so much, Lotus. And we'll see you guys after this video that she shares. We'll see you guys on the next workshop.
Happy, amazing galactic activation portal, everyone. Just wishing that all of your dreams come true, that you align to your highest and best, that this information assists you to get really clear on what you want to create and to know that you are a brilliant, divine, powerful creator. We are aligned with the galactic center, the infinite golden light of creation. So please take this time to honor your divine gifts, your divine sparkle, the divine miracle of life that you are, and allow the blessings to come in. Allow the joy to come in. Allow the reminder and the remembrance of who you really are. We love and appreciate you all so much. Happy galactic activation portal, everyone. Woohoo! Yeah! Okay, let me share this video with y'all. Okay. There we go. Okay.
Spiderwebs breaking up, kind of innocence. No good is thrown away, like beads on the wind. Spiderwebs breaking up, kind of innocence. No good is.
All right, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. Remember, we stand at a galactic portal of all of creation, connected to the divine, secret, sacred energy, magic, information of the entire universe. We are powerful divine creators who have infinite access to the divine source at all times. We are pure love and light. We are sacred to the divine, and the divine is sacred within us. Allow yourself, your radiant body, being, and source to open to the divine blessings that are coming through over the next several days. Open to the sacred magic and miracles of source. Let them come into your crown. Let them come into your mind. Let them come into your throat, into your heart, into your whole body and being. It is real. It is a sacred transmission that occurs yearly, December 19th and June 19th. Be open to receive the divine blessings that are your birthright. Sending you biggest love from Michael and myself. Truly, we open up our arms to you and we give you a divine global hug to all of you across this world, across this earth, coming together at this moment, creating a sacred hoop, a sacred circle. And our connection is divine. It is powerful. I can feel your hands in mine. And we are creating the most powerful new year, 2026, ever. Sending you biggest love and light. Aloha, everyone. Which means my breath is yours. We honor the sacred oneness in each other. See you soon.